What's going on, everybody? OG here, back at you today with a deck review. And I know that we were supposed to be doing episode 3 of the Pokemon 24/7 Showdown. 2 men, 4 decks, best of 7, Pokemon 24/7. But Pokemon TCGL was in maintenance, so we weren't able to do that today. So I am coming at you with a deck review. It's going to be something different. It's not going to be a standard deck per se. It's going to be a GLC deck. So GLC is a monocolor format. You can have one color, so you can do like all water, all fire, all colorless. You can't have like EVs and then go to like Umbreons for dark. You gotta have all the same color. And then you can only have one of each card in there, Pokemon and trainers, except for basic energies. You can have more than one of those. Special energies, you don't have one of those. And the GLC format was invented by Andrew Mahomes, aka Tricky Jim. Go check him out. He's pretty cool. I really like this format because it lets you utilize some of the old cards. I believe you can go all the way back to X and Y or black and white maybe. All the way back using those old cards, for all your old heads out there. Go dig out some of your old cards and be able to make a GLC deck. And you don't have to worry about having 4 of one expensive card, because it's all one ofs. So that's cool there. And as you know, back in the day, when I was a young lad, I was known as a water trainer. I loved water Pokemon like Blastoise and Gyarados. Articuno, even though it's an ice type Pokemon, it was under the water type in the TCG. So, Staryu, Starmie, Horsea, Seadra. I love all kinds of water Pokemon. Water Pokemon was my jam back in the day. So that is what type of GLC deck I like to run, is the water Pokemon. And I got a mixture of old cards and new cards. So let's get into this deck review and show you what OG's GLC deck is. As you can see, first off, we have the Frigibacks there. We got some water acceleration. We got the Frigibacks, Archibacks, Baxcalibur, with that super cold. Once in your turn, you can attach water energies for one of your Pokemon as many times as you like. But also, in this deck, in this format, it's all like baby Pokemon. There's no rule box Pokemon, no Radiants, no Vs, GXs, V Stars, none of that stuff. It's all these basic Pokemon that don't really see that much play in the standard format. So instead of the Shivery Cold, we have 130 attack, and that's good in this format because you don't have no 300 HP EXs or anything like that. And he has 160 HP, so he's pretty chunky. And so this is a good water accelerator and an attacker. So Baxcalibur is there, and he's very relevant. And of course, you can't go with any water deck without the Sabo Drizzile Italian line. The Shady Dealings is back. All right. For the Drizzile, Shady Dealings is you evolve your Sabo into Drizzile and you go search your deck for a trainer card. Italian, evolve your Drizzile into Italian, go search your deck for 2 trainer cards, put them in your hand. And with 2 energies, Aqua Bullet, 120 attack, 22 one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Crazy good attack, 160 HP, still chunky. in this format, it's used more than just the shady dealings. You can attack with it. Great card. Love that card. And the reason why I'm using the Rapid Strike Sable is so if I need to, I can call for family or, you know, keep calling, search your deck for up to 3 Rapid Strike Pokemon and put them on your bench. So that's why I got the Rapid Strike Remoraid in there. So if I get, that in the active, I can just, call for friends and bam, get the other guy in there. And then that evolves into the Octillery. Now, his attack is Hug 40 and the defending Pokemon can't retreat. Everyone loves Hugs, but we're using this Octillery for the Abyssal Hand. It's like the old school, the barrel. Once in your turn, you can draw until you have 5 cards in your hand. So we got some draw support there with the Octillery. Love that card. And then after that, we got kind of like I like to say a backup water accelerator. We got the Snom, call for family. Choose your deck for a basic Pokemon, put them onto your bench and shuffle your deck. And that evolves into the Frostmoth with Ice Dance. As often as you like during your turn, you may attach a water energy card from your hand to one of your bench water Pokemon. Now it doesn't say basic water energy, so you can probably do the special water energy. So that's like a backup water accelerator. If you got something prized or you just want another water accelerator out, you want him as an attacker, and that is the thing. It's all good. It's like a backup, I like to say. And then after that, we got a nice little setup Pokemon here. We got the Hisuian Basculin. Just in there for Gather the Crew. Search your deck for 2 basic Pokemon, put them on your bench, and then shuffle your deck. It's a nice Pokemon to get out there early, get your bench set up so you can get going, get rolling. Get those raids rolling, you know what I'm saying? And then we got another little Pokemon here. We got Castform Rainy Form. His ability we don't use. It's if you have 8 or more stadium cards in your discard pile, ignore all energy in this Pokemon's attack cost. Don't really need it. 1 water, 1 colorless, rainfall, 20 damage to all your opponent's Pokemon, active and bench. So that's this there, just soften them up so you can go out there the 120s, the 130s, and fix the math sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So Castform is good. Then we got a Wishy-Washy, another Rapid Strike. If you start out with a Sabo, go keep calling, just go get some Rapid Strike Pokemon. His HP is only 30, but if he has 3 or more water energies attached to him, he gets 150 more HP, bringing it up to 180. That's pretty relevant in a GLC format. And then his Schooling Shot, 30 plus. This attacks with 30 more damage for each basic energy card attached to this Pokemon. So it's kind of like a water gun. Just put energies on him, and his attack goes higher. So you want to get at least 3 energies on him, so you can get 180 HP. And then if you need more attack power, just put more energies on him. Wishy-Washy is small, but he packs a punch. I like him. He is good. And then I got a Lapras in here. Old school Lapras. Look at that. 130 HP. 1 water energy for Confuse Ray. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. And then the good old fashioned Hydro Pump for 1 colorless. But it's 10 plus 30 more damage for the amount of water energies attached to this Pokemon. It doesn't say basic water energy, so you can probably use that with the special water energies. So Lapras is good. I like Lapras. I've been beefing her up and just taking some monster KOs with her. I love the Pokemon because it's a quick 1 attachment, you're already doing 40 HP. So Lapras is a good Pokemon to start with. And then the kind of, I don't want to say ace in the hole kind of thing, But a nice little combatant to get you some extra prizes is the Articuno. Now, this is in a rule box. This is a legal card, but it has this plus ability. It's like a hidden ability kind of thing. It's really cool. And that's if this Pokemon knocks out one of your opponent's Pokemon, take an extra prize. So we got the Iron Hands effect in there. So with this old school deck kind of thing, we have the Iron Hands effect. We have the water energy acceleration. We got the barrel effect in there. So we got all the main, effects that we have in today's standard format going on in here with the Pokemon. So that's all the Pokemon we got. Very. I mean, there are so many combination routes you can go with this, with the shady dealings and the energy accelerations, and you get some damage counters out on everybody, and then attaching energies just to beef up the attacks, and then of course the two prize attacker. Man, this is you get some good games going with this deck. And now we're gonna start off with the trainers, and of course, if you're gonna have a water deck, you gotta be running an Irida. All right, search your deck for your water Pokemon and an item card. I mean, you go. It's just like the Chien-Pao deck, rare candy back Scalander. I mean, you can go get uh, like a Professor's Letter and Articuno, or Professor's Letter and a Frostmoth, and just get energies and start attaching this stuff. One of the best trainer cards in this deck is the Irida, just so you can go get Pokemon and a trainer card, kind of get your deck rolling, get those waves rolling. You know what I'm saying? So Irida, good. Of course, you gotta use Iono. Who here knows who Iono is? It's standard right now. It's in every deck. You see it everywhere. If you don't have Iono in your deck, I don't know what you're doing. Each player shuffles their hand and then puts it on the bottom of their deck, and then draw the same amount of cards as they have as they have prizes. So if you're a little bit behind, your opponent is taking more prizes. I own them. Put their hand down to 2 or 3, and then get your hand going so you can get stuff going again. Good comeback card, a good disruption card. And then of course you're gonna want to have Nessa, the Sword and Shield Water Trainer. It's a combination of 4 of water Pokemon and water energies. And it doesn't say basic water energy, so you can probably get special water energies back. So Nessa, it's rotated. I believe it's D block. Yep, D block. So it's been rotated, but I still have one from back in the day when I was running my Palkia Vista, my Palkia Italian deck. I was one of those guys. So Nessa in there. Nessa is good. And who doesn't love Ball Guy? Ball Guy, Ball Guy, Ball Guy. It's search your deck for 3 different item cards that have ball in his name. And I'll show you how many ball search cards I have in here. I think I have 6. So Ball Guy is going to be crazy good in this deck. So you go get 3 in any combination: dive ball, ultra ball, quick ball, level ball. Whatever you need. Whatever you need, the ball search, Ball Guy will get it for you. So we got the Ball Guy. And then we got the Guzma. Who remembers Guzma? So right now it's that prime catcher kind of thing in an item card, but this is a supporter. So you play the supporter. You can only use one supporter a turn though. But you play the supporter and you bring out one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, and you can switch one of your bench Pokemon into the active. Guzma is a nice little counter switch and switch out, or you want it like a gust card, disruption, Guzma. And look at that, we see the like what are you gonna do about it, right? Guzma, I love that guy. He's cool. And then of course we got Colress. Alright, shuffle your hand in the deck and then draw as many cards as there is bench Pokemon. Is it just bench Pokemon? Yeah, bench Pokemon. Both yours and your opponent's. Alright? So you can get either 4 cards or you can go all the way up to 10. You know, shuffle your hand, get a new hand. Colorless is cool. And then we got N. Alright? Each player shuffles their hand into their deck and then draws as many cards as they have prizes. So kind of like the Iono and Marnie and everything. Well, not Marnie, but kind of like the Iono and Judge combination. Shuffle your hand in the deck and then draw as many cards as you have prizes. N is cool. N is there. N is there to stay. Marnie. Yes, yes. Marnie is back. Marnie is in this deck. Each player shuffles their hand, puts it on the bottom of their deck, and then either player does this and puts the cards in the deck in this way. You draw 5, the other person draws 4. Um, it was Iono before Iono kind of thing. It's Marnie was everywhere when it was legal and standard. It's a D block, so it's been rotated, 2 rotations now. But Marnie's here. Like Marnie is good. Then we got Lysander, the OG Boss's Orders. All right, this is before Boss's Orders got the name Boss's Orders. It was Lysander. Just switch out one of your opponent's bench Pokemon when they're active. Give me that. I want to knock this out. You know, so boss before the boss. Now in the rulings, I believe you can't have a Lysander and Boss's Orders because they pretty much do the same thing. They have different names, but I forgot who told me that. But I was trying to do that one time, and I got dinged about it. So you can't have Boss's Order like you can't have Lucid, not Lucid, but what was it? That Juniper. You can't have Juniper and Professor's Research because Juniper was Professor's Research for Professor Research. I think it was Juniper, Professor Juniper. But you can't have Lysander and a Boss's Orders. I could be wrong about that, but that's what someone told me in a GLC tournament, and I was able to take the card out and switch it out with something. But that's my understanding right now. So Lysander, the original Boss's Orders. And the nice little setup card you have here is Sonia. I think she was the professor in training in Sword and Shield. All right. D block, so it's rotated. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon or up to 2 basic energies. Reveal them, put it in your hand, and shuffle your deck. So depending on when you get her or what you need, you can go. If the early game, go grab 2 basic Pokemon, put them in your bench for the setup. Or if you have this set up and you just need energies, you can use it for energies too. It's a good card to use, once, I like those cards that gives you a choice. If you need this, you can go get this. You need this, go get that. Very good. Sonia is good. And then another one kind of like those cards is Tate and Liza. All right, you get to choose one. You can either shuffle your deck into your hand, or shuffle your hand into your deck, and then draw 5 cards, or you can switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. It's one of those, hey, I need a new hand, let's get a new hand, or oh, I'm stuck in the active, give me that. Switch them out so I can start attacking with those Pokemon that I got saved up on the bench. Nice, good card right there, Tate and Liza. Good. And the last supporter we got, Teammates. Alright. So you can only use this card if one of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn. It doesn't say by damage, so if something got some weird stuff going on where it just knocks out the Pokemon, you can still use it. And it's search your deck for 2 cards. Like a Starbirth from Arceus, Get knocked out, go get 2 cards, anything you need from either energy stuff or Pokemon or combination of something, just to get you back in the game, get you back rolling, so you can get your rebound, So teammates is in there, and those are all the supporters I got. And now we're gonna go into the ball search for that ball guy here. And yes, it is 6. So first off, we got level ball. Search your deck for a Pokemon with 90 HP or less. Reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle your deck afterwards. Level ball, good. Dive ball. Search your deck for a water Pokemon. Reveal and put in your hand and shuffle your deck afterwards. Good. Quick ball. Discard a card from your hand. Go search your deck for a basic Pokemon. Put in your hand, shuffle your deck afterwards. Good. Hisuian Heavy Ball. Look at your prizes, and then you find a basic Pokemon there. You switch this card with the basic Pokemon, and you put the basic Pokemon in your hand. Good. Nest Ball. Search your deck for a basic Pokemon and put that onto your bench and shuffle your deck. Good. And Ultra Ball. Discard 2 cards from your hand, and you can go search your deck for a Pokemon. It could be basic, it could be evolution. Just go get it. Very good. So those are the ball searches. You got 6 of them. So with that ball guy, you can go get 3 any combination. It's like, oh man, I got a Remoraid in the prizes, and all I need is a Baxcalibur so I can start, putting energies down. So I'll go get the heavy ball and an ultra ball. Just go get it. Combinations galore with this deck, by the way. It's just everything you can do, just do this and this and this and this. I love this deck. But some more Pokemon search. We got Evolutionary Incense. D block rotated, but search your deck for evolution card, put it in your hand, and shuffle your deck. Any evolution card. Doesn't get basics, so it doesn't get any of these. But you can get the Drizzile. Evolutionary Incense, Drizzile, Shady Dealings, Rare Candy, Backscaler. This is crazy combination. I tell you, it's crazy. Evolutionary Incense is good. Pokemon Communications. You have a Pokemon in your hand, and let's say you have an Archibald out there, but you have a Frostmoth in your hand, and you need the Baxcalibur. You take the Frostmoth, you play Communications, you take the Frostmoth, put that on top of your deck, and then you search your deck for any Pokemon, and then you put it in your hand. So you go get that Baxcalibur, you put it in your hand, and you shuffle your deck. So it's pretty much like a Pokemon trade, Put in a Frostmoth, get the Baxcalibur. It's just to help you get those puzzle pieces, the right puzzle pieces that you need. Very, very good. I love that card. I pulled that card out of a pack a long, long time ago too. It's a Heart Gold Soul Silver card. I love that card. It's pretty cool. And the next we got some Energy Search. All right. First one is Professor's Letter. Search your deck for 2 basic energy cards. Reveal them, put in your hand, and shuffle your deck. Straightforward, quick. Go get 2 energies. So you can use the Baxcalibur or Frostmoth and just put them on there. Get up the Hydro Pump or the Schooling Shot. Just good. It's a good search card. Just go get some Pokemon or go get some energies. I love it. Capacious Bucket. Same thing, but it's just water Pokemon or water energies. This is a water deck. You don't have one type of, card in there, so it's water. So this is perfect. And so you search your deck for 2 water energies, reveal them, put in your hand, shuffle your deck. Love it. And these usually you only see like 2 cards like this in a deck, in a GLC deck, but I like 3 of them just because I like boosting up those hydro pumps, and I like attacking with multiple things and everything. I like energies in my hand. And the Earthen Vessel, it's a newer card. It's a new ancient card. How do you like that? That's pretty cool, right? But you discard a card from your hand, go search your deck for 2 basic energy cards, reveal them, put in your hand, shuffle your deck. So I like the heavy ball search. I like the heavy energy search. because we have energy acceleration. It kind of goes hand to hand there. So we love that. So, what is a water deck without some fishing rods, right? So, first we got the ordinary rod. You can choose one or both. Shovel up to two Pokemon from your discard pile into your deck, and or shuffle up to two basic energy cards from your discard pile into your deck. Old school card. It's a D block. Been rotated, but hey, can't have a water deck with some fishing poles, right? Second fish pole we got is a super rod. All right, shuffle up to three, any combination of cards in your, any three combination of Pokemon and basic energy cards in the discard pile in your deck. Some more recovery. Just get that in there. So those are cool. And then some more energy recovery a little bit is the Aqua Patch. All right, attach a water energy card from your discard pile and put it on one of your bench Pokemon. So it doesn't say basic energy, so you can probably get one of the special water energies. So that's cool. And then we have Trainer Mail. Look at the top four cards of your deck. You may reveal a trainer card you find there, except for Trainer Mail, which doesn't matter because we only play one of. And put that in your hand and shuffle your deck. It's like Celebrations Mew. Look at the top cards. Hey, there's a trainer there I want. Let me get that. Cool card. And then we have a VS Seeker. Alright. Put a supporter card from your discard pile into your hand. So you haven't used a supporter card this turn, go get the Guzma back. Go get the Iono, the Irida, the Marnie, the N, the Lysander. Put them right back in your hand and bam, use it again. It's like a Pal Pad, but you only get one supporter, but it goes in your hand. VS Seeker, very good. And then, of course, we have, let's see here, we got Pal Pad, kind of like VS Seeker, but you take two supporter cards from the discard pile and put them into your deck and shuffle them up. Get those trainers back so you get the Nessa back so you can get, more recovery from Pokemon and energy cards. Go get those back. Super good like that. Then we got a Field Blower. You never know when your opponent has a stadium card out there you don't want, or they have like an item card attached to one of their Pokemon, give them extra HP or less damage taken, or a float stone, give them free retreat or anything like that. Field Blower, any combination of two. Yep, two cards, stadium cards, and two cards. Right? Two cards, yep. Get rid of them. And usually in this format, when everything's a one of, so if something goes into the discard pile, it usually stays there. So one of Field Blower is good. Alright. And then we have a Rare Candy. You don't know what Rare Candy is? Then I don't know what you're doing looking at Pokemon cards. Rare Candy is you skip the stage 1 Pokemon and you just evolve your basic Pokemon into stage 2 Pokemon right there. Of course, they got to be out a turn so they are able to evolve, but the Rare Candy is just to skip that step. And we got Switch, self-explanatory. Switch one of your active Pokemon, one of your bench Pokemon. Whoop, whoop. Switch them out, get them out there. And then we got Escape Rope. The Escape Rope is been rotated. It's a first your opponent switches one of their active Pokemon with one of their bench Pokemon, and then you switch out one of your bench Pokemon with the active Pokemon, and that's pretty cool because your opponent has to go first. So whatever they bring out, you get to play with that, seeing what they're trying to do and everything, and then you can respond by playing out a Pokemon you want to put out to combat whatever they put out. Escape rope is good. And then we got that float stone. Uh, float stone, you attach it. It's a tool card you attach to one of your Pokemon, and that Pokemon has free retreat. So that's when the field board comes in, you know, to get rid of the float stone or stadiums or anything like that. But you give a Pokemon a free retreat, it's a good pivot. Put a Pokemon out there. So you could probably use a Frostmoth to get stuff on your bench, and then float stone, bring it back, and bring that bench Pokemon that you put the energies on with your Frostmoth into the active. Good pivot. So float stone is in there. It's good. Now I'm only running one stadium, Rough Seas. That's once in your turn, each player can heal 30 damage from either their water Pokemon or electric Pokemon. Now, if you're playing against an electric deck with this deck, you're going to have a hard enough time. So I wouldn't be putting that out because you're going to have a hard enough time keeping up with the electric deck because you have a weakness, but you just don't want to have them healing too. So if you're up against electric deck, try as hard as you can. Don't put that down. So those are all the trainers. All right. Sorry that there's a lot of one-ofs, but that's how this format is. But it's a cool thing. It's a beautiful, beautiful format. So now we have the energies. All right. I go the straight up 8 basic water energies. All right. And then I have 2 special energies. All right. The first one we're going to do is the wash energy. It's attached to a Pokemon. It provides a water energy. Prevent all effects of attacks from your opponent's Pokemon done to the water Pokemon this is attached to. All right. Very good. So if it it's like the Italian, right? For example, he does 120 HP and 20 to the bench. That 20 damage to the bench is an effect, I believe, right? Well, it's kind of like the Sableye thing. It affects the attack. So yeah, so if this energy is attached to one of your bench Pokemon, you can't touch that bench Pokemon from the effect of the attack. So cool water energy. I think the Italian thing. I'm not sure about that, but the Sableye effect, where you spread 12 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon to be a light. That's the effect of the attack. So anything that does that, this card that is attached to a Pokemon doesn't get affected by that effect. So that. And then the second special energy card is a Splash Energy, and it's provide a water. If it's attached to a water Pokemon, it provides a water energy while it's attached to a water Pokemon. And if this water Pokemon this card is attached to is knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack, put that Pokemon into your hand. Discard all the cards attached to it. And if this card is attached to anything other than a water Pokemon, discard this card. So let's go on a water Pokemon. All my Pokemon are water. So it's like you put this on the Teleon, attack with it a couple times, and then it finally gets knocked out. That Pokemon is put on your hand, and then you get to do the whole shady dealing shenanigans again. Super cool. So this deck has a lot of combinations, a lot of one-ofs, of course, and it's just a fun deck to play. I played a few GLC tournaments at my local Pokemon leagues and everything, and I mean I don't win them all, but I do win a fair amount with this deck. I don't get to play with it a lot because there's a select few people that actually do play GLC at my locals. But I'm trying to, I'm going to different places, and I always bring my GLC deck in case someone wants to throw down, some GLC. And if you don't know, GLC means Gym Leader Challenge. All right, so it's kind of like that. Oh, you're a gym leader. You have one type of Pokemon, So yeah, that is my GLC deck. Hey, Trout. That's my GLC deck. Um, Let me know down in the comments if you want to would change any Pokemon or add a supporter card or take one away or energy counts would be different or anything like that. Let me know what you think. Let me know what kind of deck you would want to play for a GLC deck. Um, so go out there, go dig up some of your old cards out there, go find some cards that you like to play with back when you were younger or something that your dad had or just go find some old cards and you don't have to worry about having oh, super rod, you need 4 super rods or anything. You can only have one card, except for basic energies, but you can only have one of every other card. So you don't have to scramble to try to get play sets of anything. So one card, one card wonders. But yeah, this is a fun format. I love playing this format, and I like playing this deck. There's a lot of combinations in there. There's a lot of big knockouts. There's a lot of disruption. There's a lot of stuff. So let me know down in the comments what you think. Like and subscribe. Um, Look out for some more Pokemon 24/7 content. We're going to be getting episode 3 of the showdown going up here pretty soon. Hopefully, we can get that after the maintenance is over with. But that will be for my GLC deck. And I'll talk to you guys later. And remember, it's getting hot out there, so stay hydrated, guys. See you later.